What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from Epcot, and today is a special day because Disney has invited us out to check out the Flower and Garden Festival. We're doing a little bit of a preview, so we're going to speak to some of the top brass, try out some of the food, and more. Let's go! And through the gates we go into the World Showplace.
Good morning. Good morning. I always thought everything was a script.
Well, I'm Sheila, and I'm thrilled to be here as your host. Are we getting so excited for the 26th Annual International Flower and Garden Festival? Woo! Just like getting here, you can probably see you walk through a lot of the topiaries or places. Over 70 topiaries you have. You've seen that this is the most beautiful time. I mean, Epcot's always a beautiful park, but it is never more beautiful than during the International Flower and Garden Festival. So I just want to find out now, before we go on, I do see, are you having your picture taken over step and repeat? That's what they call it, right? Can you give over step and repeat? Yeah. Those are fresh flowers. Did you see that? Did you smell it? Did you get up on them? Did you try to come up on it and put it in your hair? I would not told us to do that. Yeah. There's no like I'm not going over there and doing it. I see selfies are being taken. I know that we've got, let's see, we've got
Alrighty guys, so we are here at our very first booth, and we have Chelsea here with us today, and we've got a lot of exciting food and drinks behind us. Chelsea, can you tell me what I'm seeing?
Yes, absolutely. So we are celebrating the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, Flavors of Spring. Behind me, we have some of our beverages. We have 17 outdoor kitchens this year. So 4 brand new kitchens. We have some of our beverages from those kitchens. We have Arbor, which is located at the Gardener's Terrace, which is Odyssey Pavilion for the location. But we have cider drink or cider flight that will be in there. So several different kinds of ciders that are really fruit forward. There's a blackberry, a strawberry, so different fruits, really celebrate that springtime flavor. We have our souvenir sipper cup with that is the orange bird. So cute, and it's filled with a non-alcoholic orange cream slushie. It's delicious. It tastes like a creamsicle, so good. We also have our returning favorite, the frozen desert violet lemonade. It's the purple slushie. I'm sure you've seen it on social media. We even have merchandise this year to go along with it, so really expanding out the variety.
There's nothing that Disney doesn't think of. I mean, they literally make food items, specialty, and now we're doing merchandise items for those food items. Kind of neat. Of course, there's all sorts of different things. We talked about the orange bird. We've talked about this one. Kind of caught my eye though. It's a blueberry drink, correct?
It is. It's a blueberry lemon ginger tea. So we use Twining's tea. And then this one has vodka in it. And it's served in the mason jar. So you'll be able to pick that up too while you're out on your travels here at Epcot. It's at our Trowel and Trellis outdoor kitchen, which is brand new this year also.
Excellent. Now, out of all the options that we have for drinks and whatnot, is there a personal favorite for you?
I really enjoy the ciders. The black currant one is probably my favorite. It's like a blackberry flavored. It's just refreshing on the hot day, so can't go wrong with that. And then there's a fried green tomato at the Arbor Kitchen, it pairs nicely with. It's delicious.
Now, I had a chance to try your little orange bird here, and it tasted just like a creamsicle. I mean, literally on a very hot day, like it's going to be here now. It's the perfect thing to have as you're walking around the World Showcase and whatnot. There's so many options. Again, the beer flights are really good as well. If you've had a chance to try beer flights here before for, say, like International Festival of the Arts or, of course, Flower and Garden Festival before, you know what you're getting yourself into. And, of course, these are going to be no different. But, again, a lot of neat food options and whatnot. Chelsea, is there anything else that you can add about the offerings of food here?
So you mentioned the beer flights. The one we're featuring today is from the Smokehouse, which is in America. It's a returning beer flight, so all of these beers have been here before, but they're all specifically brewed for Epcot. So it's very cool. You know, we work a lot with our local vendors, be able to showcase some of those talents that are here locally and provide them for our guests.
Thank you so much, Chelsea, for speaking with us. Again, there's a lot of neat stuff to try out. I'm excited. I'm hungry, too. Let's go.
All right.
Alrighty, guys, so we have our next booth here, and we have Wade, and apparently Wade has done some incredible stuff with food. Wade, can you tell me what I see behind me?
Well, we're celebrating some of our new dishes that we have here for the Flower and Garden Festival. As we talked about with Flower and Garden Festival, it's all about spring and those spring flavors and bright colors. We have a great nod to some of our local ingredients here. So some of the new items that we have from our Flavorful Kitchen, we have our from the garden plate, which is actually made to look like a little bit of a garden there. We've got some cashew cheese on the bottom, some roasted beets, a little bit of micro herbs, and it's finished with a lemon oil dressing on top of it. One of our new items is our trowel and trellis. So trowel and trellis, we actually have a farmhouse meatball with a little bit of spinach, marinated vegetables, and a creamy herb dressing. Arbor is a new one of our marketplaces as well. We've got a fried green tomato there with a crab and fennel salad, a little bit of micro watercress, and a great handmade remoulade underneath of it. In our smokehouse, we've added a new item this year, which is our smoked beef brisket, which is one of our original items. It's a returning favorite. This year, we're going to put it in a smoked potato, chorizo fondue, and a green tomato salsa. So lots of great new items to have. We've got a tuna tataki that we have over in the citrus blossom that's got a wonderful yuzu dressing on it, a little bit of avocado, mango, and micro herbs on there as well. So all sitting on top of a papadum crisp. So you just pick the whole thing up and eat it in your mouth.
Very nice. Now, out of all the options that we have here in front of us, is there one that you prefer the most out of the others?
Well, it would be like choosing between my children to choose any of them. But for me, that's near and dear to my heart this year. When we look at our trowel and trellis is all plant-based, which is something that's really neat. And we were able to do some incredible things with all plant-based ingredients this year. So for me, that's one of my new interesting favorites this year.
And I had a chance to try this. So they say it's a farmhouse meathouse, or could you say it one more time?
Farmhouse meatball.
Meatball. A farmhouse meatball. So you're thinking, all right, maybe bacon or beef or something like that. Wrong. It's all plant-based. And I got to say, when I took my first bite, completely blew me away. I was not expecting the flavor from that. So I'm going to have to side with Chef Wade here, of course. That was a phenomenal option. So if you have a chance to try it out, definitely do it. Wade, thank you so much for speaking with us, and I'm excited to try more food.
Great. Well, come back and see us again.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Alrighty, guys, so we have moved down just a little ways, and now we have Chef Crystal. And Crystal, we have a lot of what looks to be delicious dessert items. Can you tell me about them?
Yeah, so here we have 3 of our dessert items that we will be featuring this year in just 3 of our 17 outdoor kitchens this year for Flower and Garden Festival. So the first one here, the chocolate avocado pudding, can be found at the Trowel and Trellis outdoor kitchen. So it has chocolate avocado pudding, chia seeds, matcha crumble to make it look like dirt, and then some edible baby herbs on top. And what's awesome about this dessert is it's entirely vegan and also gluten-friendly. So getting everybody out there. Our next dessert will be served in citrus blossom, and it is a very light and refreshing dessert. So you don't usually get that with desserts. You get more like the heavier ones. This one's really light. It's an orange cake, lemon curd, mandarin oranges, whipped cream, and an orange crumble. So it's kind of like eating a citrusy cloud, nice. I would say. And then this one over here is our Mickey Mouse peanut butter tart that will be served in the flavorful outdoor kitchen. Yeah, can't go wrong with peanut butter. And actually this one, you're going to help me finish over here. So.
I'm actually excited about that. If there was something out here that I wanted to point out real quick, peanut butter is one of my all-time favorite things. But this one right here, I'm thinking with how hot it gets in Florida, as guests are walking around, that's going to be really refreshing, especially with, say, one of the drinks that we had offered just a little bit ago.
You can do it with the orange and the orange bird slushy. That'd be really great.
So now we'll move down over here and check out the next station. 1 second. Moving on now, we are at the preparation station. Apparently, I'm going to make one of these with you?
Yes, you're going to help me finish it. So here we have the multigrain tart and the peanut butter mousse already in there for you. And we're going to top it with strawberry jam and strawberry boba pearls. Okay. So again, this is the one served in the flavorful outdoor kitchen. So it's meant to be picked up and you can carry it around and eat it. So it's a fun
So I'm going to set down the microphone and whatnot, but let's do this. So I'm going to go ahead and set that kind of like there so it can still pick you up.
Sure,
okay,
perfect.
Go ahead.
All right, so take the strawberry jam.
Okay.
Just lightly squeeze the bag. You can fill in the ears. And there is glitter in this sauce too. So once it hits the sunlight in that hot Florida summer, it'll be very, very pretty.
See, I've never done anything like piping wise or anything like this.
Well, you're a natural, so
this is
you're hired.
Neat, actually.
To try something new.
It smells really good. I know you guys don't have smell vision, but it smells amazing. It looks pretty. And
that just means they have to come out and try it.
I know. I'm drooling over the peanut butter as it is, but there you go. See, very simple, right?
Yeah. So you just top it with that, and then we'll take 2 small scoops of the boba pearls. So these are filled with strawberry. So peanut butter, strawberry, kind of like a peanut butter and jelly and a multigrain bread.
You put it in the ears, I put it in the face.
Oh, well, if you want to put it in the face, we put it in the ears. But if you want more boba pearls, I'm okay with that.
See, and I'm okay with boba, so.
So there you go.
And there we go. So there's a completed peanut butter one, and again, you can take it with you as you're walking around the parks and enjoy it.
Yeah, and I even have to-go boxes so you can take them too. Or you can eat it now if you want to.
Bye.
You're welcome. It's good.
Alrighty guys, so our next booth, and we have Dave, who is in charge, pretty much the head honcho of all the stuff that you see here for Flower and Garden, or at least the festivals per se. Dave, can you tell me why Flower and Garden is so special?
Epcot is never more beautiful than during Flower and Garden. Our horticulturalists just go to town and they show their craft and their art. And the fun part is we layer on some other special things like some great eats, around our outdoor kitchens, which you have 17 this year. So 4 new concepts, 2 more than last year. On top of that, music goes with food, and so we have 270 concerts over our 90 days from March 6th all the way to June 3rd. 270 concerts we're putting on. At the same time, while you're walking and strolling around, seeing the gorgeous topiaries, tasting some of the great things that Mother Earth has to provide, we have some fun activities like our playful gardens, our butterfly house, scavenger hunts, things that entire groups can do together. So it makes it both great for date night and also family fun as well.
Yeah, exactly what Dave was saying there. So there's a little bit for everybody. So if you're a foodie, of course, you guys know Epcot has plentiful amounts of food. If you want drinks, there's drinks too. Tons of new ones. Now they have the topiaries like what you're seeing behind me with Mickey and Minnie, and of course other interactive things where you can learn about saving some of the animals or butterflies and things like that. I'm sure it's all educational as you're going through. Is there anything else that I could really take away that is going to leave, say, a lasting impression on the guests when they walk in?
Yeah, the big thing, you just have to slow down and enjoy this park during this time of the year, because it will never be as pretty as it is during this time. So take that, look around the corners. There's a lot of great photo spots as well. So this is actually a time where you really need to slow down and smell the roses or the flowers and appreciate this festival, because sometimes we get so busy and just relax and enjoy. It's 90 days. Come back as many times as you like.
And I got to say, for a photographer like myself, this is a dream paradise. Think of all the times that you see people on Instagram with like the backdrops with the flowers and stuff like that. It's everywhere now. So there's literally no spot in Epcot where you're not going to be able to have a beautiful photo with the flowers. In my personal opinion, I've been at several of the different festivals, of course, International Food and Wine, all that. Flower and Garden, no joke, is my favorite time to be here. And the reason being, it is so beautiful, like what Dave was saying. You see so many colors everywhere. Wherever you turn, there's always flowers, food, drinks, and whatnot. I'm really excited again for this year. 90 days, 270 plus concerts and stuff like that, and tons of food. Dave, I'm super excited. Thank you.
So are we. I'll see you out in the park.
Thank you. Good stuff, man.
Thank
Seriously. Alrighty, guys, so we are at yet another booth, and we have Katie, and we have some interesting concept art behind me. Do you mind telling me what I'm seeing?
Absolutely. This is the newly reimagined park entrance, which we recently revealed. Yep. We're so excited because this is really part of the multi-year Epcot transformation, and this is just the very start of it. Think about the very first moment you walk into the park. Yep. This is what you're going to see, and it's really a bit evocative of the original design for the park's main entrance.
Now, why? Why would you guys do this? I mean, the entrance is already pretty mesmerizing as you walk in. Why change it?
You know, we are always learning and growing, and I think one of the most amazing things about Epcot and Walt Disney World in general is that it's never complete. We're always moving forward. And really with this work, we are honoring the legacy that Epcot has, but we're bringing it forward for decades to come.
Now, are there any neat design features that you can point out on this concept art that would be kind of a tie back to the old with the legacy and whatnot?
Absolutely. I think what you will notice here is that there's some beautiful sweeping green spaces and flowers and a newly reimagined fountain. And I think that that's certainly very evocative of our original design vision, but it also is just a beautiful way to start your Epcot day when you start here.
Now, one thing I do notice is we had kind of some stonework right here, and that's all being going away and whatnot. Can we expect to see some of those make your memories, the little pictures and whatnot? Can we see those elsewhere, maybe at Epcot as well, or are they done?
No, you will see them. So the Leave a Legacy photos will move to a beautiful new setting outside of the touch points. That work will begin this year, and you'll see them in place in 2020.
Okay. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out is Epcot is always known for their flowers and whatnot. I'm seeing quite a bit of horticulture in here. Was that kind of along the design as when you guys first started out, we want a lot of greenery in here. We want a lot of beautiful things in a sense?
Absolutely. I think the park is beautiful, and we're only going to continue to make it more so. You're here for the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival Day, and I think the park looks even more beautiful at this time of year, if that's even possible. Yep. And so when you see a lot of this greenery and the new flowers, I think you'll continue to see that evolve. I don't think it'll always be static, but you'll always see something new every time you come into the park.
Excellent. Now, is there one last thing that we can take away from this concept art, Katie, or general opinions about what your thoughts are about it?
I'm just so excited about this transformation. I think Epcot is just overflowing with possibilities. The park is really fueled by curiosity and innovation and optimism and wonder, and I think you see that represented here, and you're going to continue to see that come through in all of the many things that we have coming soon.
Excellent. Of course, tons of exciting stuff coming to Epcot, Gardens of the Galaxy, new front entrance, and more. Of course, you got all the festivals and whatnot. Katie, thank you for speaking with us, and we're excited for the future. Thank you. I appreciate it. Seriously. Alrighty, guys, so we have moved down just a little bit of ways, and we have Ricardo, and again, more concept art, and this is something else that you guys just recently announced. Can you tell me about it?
Well, we're very excited about this new pavilion that we're going to inaugurate, and it's a pavilion nameless yet, so we're still yet to be named it, but it's a pavilion that is going to be focused on play and fun, right? So it's for everybody in the family, and we'll have a lot of interactive experiences, hands-on activities for all in the family. Favorite characters will be present everywhere in the pavilion, and definitely in all will be an innovative city that will be unlike anything that we have ever seen in this park.
I got to say, it looks very technologically advanced. I'm seeing a lot of kind of electrical kind of things and whatnot, and it looks very modern in a sense. And like you said, famous characters or familiar characters. I'm even seeing, some of the ones from Zootopia and whatnot in here. So there's going to be a lot of neat interactive things. And you said that not only kids, but say like grandpa and grandma can do something here. Can you elaborate just a little bit more on that?
Well, who doesn't love to play? Yeah. And we're celebrating past, present, future of the park as well. So Epcot has been a place where everybody at every age has been able to enjoy. That is one of the mottos for our park, right? We are very familiar, and we love the family. So definitely, this is not just a playground for kids, right? It's for everybody to enjoy, and you'll see that many adults as well will have plenty of fun in this place.
Now, I have to ask, as kind of a final question here, what will this bring to Epcot? Why is this going to be such an impact for the park?
Well, it's unlike anything that we have seen so far. It's very very interactive, very hands-on, and we won't have all the details of what it will entail, but definitely it's something that we believe will add on into the current lineup of attractions that we currently have, and will be another reason to actually come to Epcot as a family.
Excellent. So again, Ricardo, thank you so much for speaking with us. We have a new entrance, we have new roller coasters, new festivals, and now a new area that everybody's going to be enjoying. So thank you so much for speaking with us, and we're excited. Alrighty guys, so we are at yet another station. We have Linda here, and apparently it looks like we're going to be playing with dirt and possibly seeds, right?
So we are creating today a seed ball, and this is a little interactive project that you can do at home, but these will actually go into our butterfly house, and we're telling the story of pollinators for both our bees and our butterflies, so this is a fun project to try. So here we have our components. We have peat moss, sports clay, and wildflower butterfly seed. So this one is Coreopsis, or Indian blanket flower is another great native for Florida. We've added water and we've mixed these three products together, and we're going to form a nice ball, and we're going to squeeze that moisture out, and then we're going to put it in this wax box to allow it to dry for a couple days, and we can take this seed ball, place it simply on a flower pot and water it, or simply toss it into the landscape and it's going to distribute, and those flower seeds are going to germinate and provide some great flowers and pollinators for our bees and butterflies.
That's really kind of neat. Now, is this something that guests can do when they come to the park themselves, or is this just a special thing that we're having a chance to?
Special thing that we wanted to get you part of the landscape, so we wanted to bring some of it to you.
Okay. Now, something kind of neat, as what she said, so it's this little clump of a ball in a sense, and the most interesting thought, you were just like, throw it.
Yes.
So literally, it's like instant flowers. So if there's a dry spot over there with no flowers right there. So I think I'm going to get my hands dirty now and make one myself. So.
We have some gloves.
All right. Set the microphone down right here.
Because I knew that larger people picked it up. And so I hadn't been to Universal in about 15 years. And this year I've gone. And
Got to go to the doctor's office, apparently. Do the white glove test. Except the blue glove test this time.
These rides are so the only ride
All right. Gloves are on.
Gloves are on. So you're going to, we have our scoop here.
Okay.
We're going to look for one that's nice and moist, and you're going to
So
do
scoop it
enough
out.
to create a nice even ball where it's a little bit moisture.
Yep.
Make sure.
Yep.
Nice
So
and wet.
a little moisture.
Yep.
Try to squeeze it out so
Yep.
we get all the moisture out. And then it kind of makes a hard clump here.
Yes.
So that's what we're looking
And as
for.
it dries, that clay and that peat will help keep that seed.
Okay. So again, put it there.
Yep. We're going to let it dry a couple days, and then we will add it to our butterfly house.
That's really awesome. So again, thank you, Miss, for letting me try that out. And the gloves have got to come off now, ladies and gentlemen. The gloves are coming off. Alrighty, guys. So we moved down just a little bit, and we have Liza, and apparently there's something here in this potted fixture. Can you tell me about it?
Certainly so. So this here is one of our little teacups, and into our teacup we have planted all of the ingredients that go into one of our favorite blends at Twinings. Yeah, so we have here, this is the star of the show, this is Camellia sinensis, so this is the tea plant. All of your teas come from this plant. Over here we have some raspberry, and down here we have some strawberry. And put all of these together, go through a special process, and you get green tea, pomegranate, raspberry, and strawberry. I know, it's delicious, yes.
Now, I've had a chance to, of course, have high tea over in London and whatnot. Tea is a big staple for the UK Pavilion. What does having this plant here at the Flower and Garden Festival mean for everything per se?
So this is just a really great opportunity to come and learn a lot about tea, because tea is something that people take for granted. It's an everyday drink. I mean, I didn't think twice back home to plop a tea bag into my cup of tea, but actually the way that all of our teas come together is really, really interesting and fascinating. So come over and visit us, get the opportunity to learn some more about tea, and if you decide to take a royal tea garden tour, you even get to try some teas for yourself.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, final question, of course, UK tea, American tea?
Well, I would. I'm like, oh no. It's all about how you brew your tea. So it's very important. Anyone who uses a microwave out there, please stop immediately. It's not good for your tea. Definitely going to affect the quality. So get yourself a kettle, get yourself some nice filtered water, and get yourself a good trusty tea bag, and you'll be set no matter where you are.
Excellent. Thank you, Liza, for speaking with us. And I think I need some tea now.
My pleasure.
Alrighty, guys, so another booth, and we have one of the head honchos here, Eric, and apparently all the flowers and gardens and stuff like that, that's you, or at least part of your responsibility. Can you tell me about why we are here for Flower and Garden and what makes it so special?
Well, you just gave me a huge promotion because that's not all of our responsibility. But yeah, we're here to talk about Flower and Garden, which I'm fortunate enough to be able to speak about and work on. Every year our goal is to make a better festival than previous years. I think we've done it this year. We've got some great new topiaries, Bo Peep and her sheep, from kind of little foreshadowing of Toy Story 4, which comes out in June. We're really kind of honored that they let us do that, trust us enough. She has her own garden this year, Bo Peep's Training Ground, which is going to be fun. The kids are going to love it, as are the adults. We've also got something that just came together last minute, or as a surprise. We were always planning on putting Miss Piggy in France, and it's kind of as a joke. Someone said we ought to have Kermit crashing the scene on a bicycle. We did it, and every year there's a garden or two where we think, this may be really good, and it ends up being better than you think. Yeah, this one is really good, and he's already in. The rest of the garden's not. Obviously, it's before Flower and Garden Festival starts right now, but the whole garden is based on, we're calling it haute couture rather than haute couture. So we have these dress forms that are done with botanical figures. They're absolutely beautiful. That's going to be a surprise hit garden. We've moved Lady and the Tramp for the first time in 12 years. So I think we really try to think out of the box a lot on this festival.
Now, I got to say one thing. There's tons of topiaries, like what you were saying. How many topiaries exactly can we expect to see around the park?
Well, it depends how you define a topiary. There's usually around 60 or 70, and they can change. We'll have some extra things that come in sometimes during the festival as well.
Now, one thing I did want to point out, as you guys just saw with Eric's face, it lit up as soon as we started talking about some fun things. You guys bring fun into the park and what you guys do. Can you tell me about how the flowers kind of help with that fun or help with the visual aspect of Flower and Garden?
Well, our goal is to make this the prettiest time of year to come to Epcot. I think we achieve that. It's always a pretty park, and there's a reason we call them parks, because they're beautiful places. But when you add in 500,000 extra flowers, all the topiaries, all the interactive gardens and playgrounds that we do, it just turns that park, takes it to a new level. So, I get a different feeling. I'm biased, but when I walk Epcot during the Flower and Garden Festival, it just feels different to me. We added the food, and that just adds another layer. And what people don't think about with the outdoor kitchens was, we saw it as great. The guests were asking for them for years before they actually came. But the minute they got here, we started seeing them as another place to tell a gardening story. So as you go around and you see these different outdoor kitchens, we actually work with the chefs months in advance to find out what they're serving, get their recipes, and try our best to show some of the things that they're growing in the garden. So we just think of them as an extension to tell our gardening story.
So pretty much you can see it in the planner, then you can try it, and then you can tell everybody else about what you thought about it. Now, this is more of a personal question for you. Even though I gave you a giant promotion title, essentially, what does a manager of horticulture do for this park when it comes to this event? What are your responsibilities?
My responsibilities are to help with the content. It's a team that sits together and helps with the content. I do most of the liaison between horticulture and all the other disciplines to make sure that what we're working on works with the story they want to tell. We don't see ourselves as, this isn't a horticulture festival. This is just another one of the Epcot festivals, and it's a big team. So like all the people that you're seeing here, you're interviewing, I work with them on a maybe not daily basis, but we're regularly working together to make sure we're all pulling the wagon in the same direction. I work with some of our participants who help us, make sure that what we're showing works for them and vice versa. So it's a unique job. It's not the only thing I do at Disney either. We all have multiple hats, but it's a fun job.
I gotta say, it's really kind of neat working for Disney. You get a chance, like you said, working with many different people from many different cultures, and you could have somebody that has from influence from another country, and they say, hey, we want to bring in some of our stuff over here, and then you can see some of those flowers and different exhibits and whatnot. Again, really neat stuff here at Flower and Garden Festival. Eric, I cannot thank you so much for speaking with us. I'm excited to see all the flowers, man. There's way too much to look at.
Well, thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming out. I think we have a great Flower and Garden Festival, 90 Days of Beauty at Epcot.
Get here quick. Alrighty, guys, so we are here at our next booth. It is good to see my old pal here, Mickey. Mickey, you are looking very festive for the Flower and Garden Festival. Look at those overalls, guys. It looks like you're ready to go plant some flowers and have some food, right? Tons of neat food here, tons of great experiences, and it looks like Mickey is going to be helping us out, plant some awesome flowers, guys. So again, if you want to do some character interactions, he's here for you. Thanks, Mickey. I appreciate it. I'm going to do one quick photo. All right, so we are at our next station. We have David, and David, you've done a lot of stuff for entertainment at the parks and whatnot. Can you tell me what we have behind me and some of the different offerings for Flower and Garden Festival?
Absolutely. We're very excited this year to be taking the Garden Rocks concert series to 7 days a week. Previously, it had been 4 days a week, and now we're expanding to 7. To give you an idea of the number of artists that have increased, last year we had 17 artists. This year we have 36 artists. 11 of those artists are brand new, have never performed here before. So we're very, very excited about that.
Now, why the changes? Of course, you guys always want to bring in new, exciting things, but why more dates or more artists and whatnot?
We really want to give our guests the greatest in entertainment every day of the week. So the festival runs during the weekdays as well. So we wanted to add more entertainment to the weekdays as well. It gives us another opportunity to provide more variety, a different genre of entertainment, of vocalists, of musicians, for our guests to see. We have a very diverse and wide-ranging array of guests who come here, so we want our entertainment to reflect that as well.
Excellent. Now, of course, are the concerts first come, first serve when it comes to seating? Can we buy advance tickets, specialty tickets? Tell me about that.
The best way is go to freshepcot.com, and guests can purchase one of our dining packages. So you get a great meal at one of our fantastic restaurants here at Epcot, and then get a guaranteed seat for one of the 3 shows that are at 5:30, 6:45, and 8 o'clock.
Excellent. So again, best option to at least reserve your spot or at least have a little bit more assurance that, yes, I'm going to see all these artists. Do the package and whatnot. You're going to have a better enjoyment out of that, of course. And I'm seeing all the different dates. So again, tons of artists, several new ones. Is there anything else I can really take away from the entertainment aspect for Flower and Garden Festival?
So also something that's brand new this year, beginning on March 6th, over in our Mexico Pavilion, Mariachi Cobra is going to be telling the story of Coco. So it's going to be a very unique telling. I encourage everyone to come out and see it.
So if you're a fan of the movie and you're a fan of Coco, well, they've got something for you here. Again, thank you so much for speaking with us, and I'm really excited about all the entertainment offerings. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, guys, so we are at another booth. I know there are plenty of booths here, but we have Julie with us, and Julie, there's quite a bit of merchandise behind me. Can you tell me a little bit about what we're seeing?
Absolutely. Let's spring right into it, guys. Right now, you are actually looking at our Mickey's Garden Shed collection because he wants you to turn up the fun. And with that, as you can see, we do have this awesome long sleeve tee right here. We have a bag that you can definitely, it's really nice. I like it because it's a bag that everyone can definitely wear and use. And right here is one of our exciting items that we have. This is the Magic Band. So this Magic Band will release on March 6th on opening day. It is limited edition on 2,000 only. So it's Mickey and you've got Goofy right there. So this is one of the 3 Magic Bands that we have for this festival. On opening day as well, we will have a Figment Annual Pass Holder Magic Band. I don't have it here to showcase, but that is coming out the same day as this one as well.
I'm actually really excited about Figment, and we had him in our most recent event as well, so it's kind of neat that you're bringing him around to other things as well. He is such a staple of Epcot, of course. Yeah. Now, we have the shirt, we have the Magic Band, I'm seeing hats, I'm seeing cups, mugs. What else do we have here?
And right here, I've got the Salt and Pepper Shaker. It's a staple for us, as you know, and the guests absolutely love it. It's become a collectible item. And this one is exciting because this is a metal Tervis. We've never really done something like this. And it is cool because it's like opens up differently. It is hand wash only, but you also want to preserve this beautiful decor that they've created. So definitely going to get one of these for myself.
And That is legit Tervis. That's not Mervis or anything fake. That is Tervis.
Absolutely. And also, I wanted to make sure that we don't miss Spike over there. I know last year guests were asking for Spike product. We actually created a couple of products for Spike and Donald. So right here, if I can show you real quickly, this one is a ladies' tea that we've got right here, and we've turned Spaceship Earth into a honeycomb. How clever is that?
It's cute. It's really cute. I know my mom, he was a huge Donald Duck fan. Having Donald on the front of the shirt, sold on that one at least.
Yes,
so we've got patches here as well. There's hats, there's bags, all sorts of neat stuff. And there's even more stuff. And we got to go down just a little bit ways to see that, right?
Yes, definitely. Sounds good.
And we're moving on. So we're here at the other table. Again, more cups, more shirts, and I'm seeing bags and other items. Can you tell me what's here?
Yes, this one is actually Minnie's Garden Party Collection. So it is one of our 5 collections. As you can see, it's very floral, it's very playful, and it's super fresh. And it's one of my favorite collections because it just pops at you. And right here, we've got a spirit jersey, one of 2 that we offer for this festival. And in the front of it, a little later on, you'll definitely see that there's lots of flowers, and it's just super cool, and I love the color that it comes in, so definitely neat. Right here is new addition as well. We've never had a belt bag for Flower and Garden, so this one is actually a lounge fly item, and it is got some mini dots on the inside, and you also have a commemorative keychain that is removable. That comes with it, so that one is really, really cute. I think that's going to be
So it's not even just outside stuff. You guys are doing the fine details inside the items as well. That's really kind of neat. And attention to detail, it's there, guys.
And then we also have our magic band. I was talking to you guys about the 3 magic bands that we have. This one is our Minnie's Garden Party Magic Band. And the cool thing about this, we've never done it in this mint color either. So first time. And to top it off, this will be releasing on April 11th. So something to look forward to and something for you guys to come back and check out on your next visit to Walt Disney World.
And then I'm seeing other things. It looks like almost like a stone template here. That's for like a garden. I'm seeing coffee mugs, and then even why? Why do you love that one so much?
I love this one because it's just so different and so unique. The color is really cool, very feminine for sure, but it's definitely going to be a nice add to my cupboard.
Come on, I can rock the cup too. There's nothing, no shame here with that. So, no shame there. I will say this. I noticed there's a plush here with what looks to be Minnie. She's wearing a red hat. So it's almost like the Red Hat Society in a sense. So it's kind of neat seeing that. We have a throw over here I see as well.
Throw right here, you know, just to throw down into your next picnic.
That's really silky soft though.
Or you just cuddle with it in your living room. Perfectly fine too.
So again, more options when it comes to cups, merchandise, and things like that. And we're still not done yet. There's yet another table. So as you can see, I'm already festive right now. I've got my ears on, and we're at our next station, and we have more items here. Obviously, the ears are one of them, but there's other things. Can you tell me about that?
Absolutely. So guys, this is super exciting. We have a violet lemonade collection. So this is a nod to the famous drink that we have, and what we want you to do is to add a little zest in your fest. So it's really, really cool, super fun, and these are actually all flowers that you know, actually is the one that's in the actual drink, so it's inspired by that drink, and we've heard you loud and clear that you wanted merchandise. We want you guys to be rocking these, that's for sure, and also this amazing jersey, spirit jersey. So super cool, super bright, and to top it off, look at this tumbler. This one is a Disney tumbler, but it's a 12-ounce tumbler, and it's got sparkles.
Sparkles. They can see you coming from a mile away because the sun's going to be glistening off of it.
And you can even put your drink in here as you're walking around World Showcase, so why not?
See, another thing that I do like, and this one I do want to point out, I'm big on keychains. If you looked at my keys, I have all sorts of keychains. And this one right here, it's got a neat little drink, and again, with that zest for your fest and whatnot. I love it. And I'm seeing, is this socks? What do we got here?
These are tube socks right here, yes.
Say what?
Tube socks.
Love it. So again, for your entire wardrobe, so they've got your ears, they've got your shirt, they've got your tube socks, and of course...
Oh, wait, there's more. Here is a clear pouch glitter wallet.
Is there anything that you guys haven't thought of, essentially? So again, there's tons of neat options when it comes to merchandise. I do want to say thank you for speaking with us. It's awesome always seeing this, and I'm going to rock the ears. I don't know what you guys... mine. Well, guys, that's going to do it for our video here from Epcot for the media preview for the Flower and Garden Festival. I do want to say thank you to Disney for inviting us out. We had a lot of neat stuff to see and try. Two things that really stick out in my mind, though, the Farmer's Meatball, which contains zero meat, all plant-based, and it is incredible. And then we have the Orange Bird, which tastes just like a creamsicle. Amazing. Flowers are the name of the game. The park is beautiful. There's topiaries everywhere. Of course, we do have entertainment options with concerts and whatnot. So yeah, lots of stuff to check out for the little ones to the old. If you ever have a chance to come out to the event, we highly suggest it, as you will not forget it. Of course, we're going to have more updates from here. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem. And I will see you out on the Midway.